In today's video, I will share with you 6 ways to learn anything so fast it feels illegal. So stay till the end of this video to make sure you grab all the knowledge that I will share with you in this video. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video. It helps for the notification of the channel. With that said, let's jump right into the video. Okay, the first thing you want to have in mind when you want to learn faster is that learning faster is not about talent, it's about strategy. So, the first technique you want to apply to learn faster is eliminate distractions ruthlessly. What I mean by distraction, distractions come in every form. It can be slight as food or huge as your phone. Anything in the form of distraction can disrupt your learning cycle. You cannot learn effectively while eating. You cannot learn effectively while manipulating your phone. It just don't work that way. So, anytime you want to learn effectively, you want to create a conducive environment for your learning. For example, you're trying to learn a math session. What you need may be your book, your textbook, your calculator, your pen. That's all you need, nothing else. Everything else that comes may disrupt your learning cycle and prevent you from attaining your flow state. So make sure you eliminate distraction ruthlessly. The second thing I want you to do is trick your brain into learning. Let's be real. The brain is very lazy. It don't want to make effort. It don't want to work. So you cannot just brutally induce your body and brain into learning. You have to trick your mind that, hey, I'm going to learn, for your mind and your soul to accept the process of learning. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So trick your brain into learning. Maybe you can add some compensation or anything you can use, but make sure your brain is tricked into learning. Otherwise, you are never going to learn effectively. The third technique to apply is to learn like a genius. What do I mean by learning like a genius? Einstein used to say that if you can't explain something in simple terms, you probably don't know enough about that thing. For example, you trying to learn something to your little nephew, or little niece, whoever, and you realize that in the course of learning the thing, you get blocked. That point where you get blocked is the area where you need to lay more focus because you don't yet understand that area sufficiently. For example, you ask me what is a car. I should be, I should be able to tell you in simple terms that a car is an engine with 4 tires and a wheel that takes individual from point A to point B in simple terms. So that's what I mean by learning like a genius. Always try to use your own term and make it simple. Make it simple for you to understand it more briefly. The fourth technique is to learn smarter, not harder. You see, guys, most of the time we're trying to learn for something, most of the information that you are going to gather is usually fluff. For example, you try to prepare for your math test. You are going to read through all your math notes, all your math lessons. Meanwhile, only a tiny portion of what you learn is going to be developed during the exam. That's what I'm talking about. And there is this rule called the 80-20 rule, which implies you are going to put in 20% of the input or the effort to yield 80% of the result. For example, let's stay in the math context. I'm going to see my math teacher and I'll ask him, sir, what are the key points of this exam, or not exam, of this lesson that I should lay on to make sure I maximize my results? He will give you the key points. And usually you will realize that most of the information of the overall topic is usually flawed, is useless. So make sure anytime you try to learn something new, you carefully analyze what are the main points, the key points that are going to yield you the greatest amount of outcome, the greatest result possible. That's what I mean by the 80-20 rule. Not everything that you are going to learn is worth it. So make sure you apply this technique. The fifth technique is to use timers. Have you ever realized why you get so focused before a deadline? Here's why. emergency creates focus. Let's say your exam comes up in 2 days. You will be so focused because you know you have to be focused. Your exam comes up in 2 days and you have no other choice than being focused. So you can use this technique to your advantage. For example, I'm trying to read this book. Okay, I'm going to make a deep work of 30 minutes, like deep 30 minutes of reading. After, I'm going to take a break of 5 minutes. After, I'm going to come back and read again for 30 minutes, and I'm going to take another break of 5 minutes. And what is really crazy about this technique is you can repeat it over and over. In the using the classic way of learning, like I'm coming, I'm going to hit it, I'm going to learn for 2 hours, 3 hours, you cannot, because your concentration is going to rise and reach maximum and then decrease. Let's say after 30 minutes you are not more concentrated, and you said you are going to read for 3 hours, and you stay those 3 hours. That means 2 hours 30 minutes of useless time, useless work, because you cannot more concentrate. But when using this technique, anytime your concentration falls or sinks, you take a break for it to renew, to regenerate, or got what I'm talking about? Okay. So use this technique, it's a cheat code. The sixth one or sixth technique is sleep and exercise. Okay, guys, I can stress enough about this point because it's the greatest, it's the pinnacle. It lays the foundation for the rest of the points that I developed throughout this video. If your sleep is screwed, you won't be able to learn or study faster. That's the catch. You may try, but you will find yourself burning out because you can just not do without a good sleep. You must get at least a solid 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night to make sure you are in an optimal state to learn new information every single day. That's the time when you recover. That's the time when you sharpen your memory. And without sleep, bro, you can go nowhere. You are not going to learn anything faster. And exercise can be in diverse form. It can be playing sport, it can be hanging out with people, and just having any kind of physical activity that drives blood all over your body and calms down your system. It is great for learning. So make sure you apply the 6 points or techniques I leverage throughout this video. If you like the kind of content that we share in this channel, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It helps and it gives power to the channel. Peace out.